Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
You already know. It's your boy, the professional chiller.
Yo, my man just started his web series. This is what they shooting with.
My man Cali.
Somebody was in that ambulance because we in Bed-Stuy. So you out here shooting your series? Tell the people what you doing, man.
We over there working on Professional Chiller, episode 11. We like one of the hottest on the street, if not the hottest. You see, we got the big dog out here. When he out here, shit.
See?
See this guy right here.
With the schmedium? That's my man with the schmedium right there.
Hey man, I don't know what shirt that can fit me, man. Find one for me.
That's what we doing. Friday afternoon in Brooklyn. It's all right.
What's really going on today? World going crazy, it ain't hard to say. Ain't nothing changed but just a harder struggle. Niggas still gotta throw work up in that duffel, trying to get a meal. So I'm writing scriptures, I'm grinding hard to make something if you don't get the picture. But other youngins don't see the same description. Trapped in hard times so the story seems fiction. The reality, I'ma stay gripping all to know how far away from it I am. But the road looking long, soon enough I'ma bind you to make it there. I'm saying hope it's being lost just to make the message clear. The same lies are getting older.
How long you been doing it?
Since January. We doing episode 11. Yeah, we working on episode 11. We moving fast, like every other week. Dropping this shit like motherfucker, like we Fox or something.
Yeah, you fast.
Mother.
January you start?
Yeah, January, dropped the first one January 15th, and then going every other week since then.
Every other week.
So you putting them up every other week?
I think of some shit, I ride around, start thinking shit, jot it down, type it in a thing. And that's how we start working. Trying to win, fuck it. We gotta outwork everybody else. There's 100 of these websites. I'm blessed here. They got us in the top 5 for shit. That's a blessing. But he already know where that shit came from.
So, but he hasn't appeared yet.
No, right. He's now.
Make his debut.
I got you. Because people, keep people in suspense because they're like, why he's so grimy? He's supposed to be all this, man. Yeah. He doing now when they see him, they're like, oh, it makes
I see them like,
they tear me up in it, man.
Spooky's a real dude in real life. Why they got
why they tear me up? They tear me up, man.
That's another dimension, is the comments. So you have this interactive quality to this new generation film.
Right.
Where you instant comments.
When you
That's what
see
makes
the
me come up with the
comments,
next episode.
I was feeling fucked up. I said, damn.
Yo, I mean,
I read every comment.
It's supply and demand.
I call it data-driven content.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, working in television, man, like my argument was always like, do you ever know anybody that knows anybody that got a fucking Nielsen box? And one of the hardest parts about being talent is executives would never listen to you. So if I'm in South Africa in 1996, the New York Undercover was on the bubble where they're gonna pick it up, and a 65-year-old white woman in Cape Town is telling me, my 13-year-old grandson wants to be like you because the role you play in New York Undercover. And I go back to the head of the studio at Fox and said, listen, this is what a 65-year-old white woman in South Africa said about this black character and his relationship with his son, but they wouldn't listen to that. It's taken me, all the stuff we're doing with TV One now, it's taken me my whole career to get an executive that's like, I'm gonna hire you. I told him, Brad Siegel runs TV One, I'm like, when Jay-Z was for Def Jam, when he became, you need to hire me as an executive. I've been saying that shit my whole career. Like, let me give you the data, this is what the people are saying. I had to pay the price. Because it's one of those things that the timing wasn't right. You know, you're an actor. The first season of New York Undercover put together a proposal to do a tour called the Protect and Serve Tour, where you take the artists from the show that perform. What's up, baby?
Hey, love you. Be good. Everybody be blessed.
Where you take the artists that performed on the show, whatever city they were from. You would do a tour that goes east to west coast or west to east, whatever. You track it on MTV, when MTV was still playing music. So you setting up the next city, you do New York, you do the concert, you do the artists from the show, you connect the community groups that were dealing with like crime prevention, work with young people, connect the show to the community in a real way, track the whole thing, connect merchandise to it, and then what it showed was $20 million conservative estimate profit for Universal through merchandise, through concert ticket sales, XYZ. Dick Wolf looked at the proposal, flipped right to the financials, last page, like, your numbers wrong. Didn't even look at it. I sat with 2 Harvard MBAs and I used the American Express Charge Against Hunger as a business model and a business case because they showed that there was X amount of usage increase based on the connection to the Charge Against Hunger. So the same kind of model. That was in the 90s, bro. They were like, nah, you're the actor. Stay in your. So my whole career I've been dealing with that shit. Even on Empire. With Empire, we gave Fox a proposal. Same thing. You have a formerly incarcerated woman. You got a bipolar son. You got a gay son. You got black men in business. You got music. You got fashion. So you have all these touch points that you could build strategy around. But obviously the show didn't need that. But the show also didn't resonate and make those things the driver. Right? Sensationalism is really what the show is about, right? It's a soap opera. It wasn't about how do you use the cookie character to represent, you know, the 6.5 million people that are under, you know, correctional custody, right? And really use it to bring light to these issues and program, you know, that kind of thing. It's like what we're talking about. So that's why when you used noble and media in the same sentence, I'm saying my whole career that hasn't been the case, where people see the value of that.
But now we're in a position that we can do that because of the technology, because of the audiences, because of the platforms.
Exactly.
So we can do things that they prevented you from doing.
Exactly, and that's, yeah, I mean the timing couldn't be better, bro. What we're doing with Bad Dad Rehab with TV One is like where I'm an actor in a film saying, hold on, like we can actually use this to really bring this to community and really make a difference. And so, the timing, because they have to, right? People are cutting the cable, or people never had cable. So for a platform like TV One that doesn't have the footprint of a BET, they still have to find their identity. So they've done this whole rebranding, they're calling it Represent. So what does that mean, to represent, right? So how are you really gonna represent what you're doing? And anything that exists online has to, or on air has to exist online, on the street, in the community. You gotta hit people everywhere to really make it mean something, you know? And the comment section is part of that. Like with this show, the fact that people can comment, you give in the open forum. So
well, with his show, not only are they commenting, we find that they're passionate, that the engagement levels are extremely high. You know, like I read somewhere that you'd rather have, instead of 1,000 people who like you, you'd rather have 100 people who love you.
Yep, and we'll talk to you all day long. Yeah.
You got people who like you. If you don't just like them, you love the professional chiller, you don't mess with them.
Got to love it. Because we're giving you everything. We're not just giving you just one thing. We're giving you style. We're giving you lingo. We're giving you fashion. We're giving you comedy. We're giving you action. When you look at a lot of them, they just giving you one thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it might be just too serious. Some people want a variety. We're giving you the best looking chicks, fat booties. We're giving you everything. Talk. You know, we're giving you style. Like, as I said, this goes back from back in the days, as I said, when he was doing New York Undercover and Living Color, all of them type of shows. They don't make shows like that. If you look at all the shows that's now, like New York Undercover, you look at like years later, 20, 30 years later, you got Power. All them shit, it all started from way back when. You know what I'm saying? Even in music, it's just like, you know, it's just like a rerun. Like, you know what I'm saying? You look at like a lot of the artists and stuff like that. You look at them ones from back in the days to now. You look at like Slick Rick, you look at Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, history repeats itself. You know, a lot of people not doing that. They're not really looking at, like, as I said, I think King Henry Williams was dope. He put his whole family on. It's bigger than just the show. I'm trying to like showcase talent. Whether it's him acting, whether it's whether it's Plaga acting, whether it's Britney acting, whether it's Shy acting. You know what I'm saying? Somebody be like, yo, this kid is hot. He got discovered off what? The Professional Chiller, on something that was on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people not thinking like that. I mean, it just made sense, you know what I'm saying? You know, I hollered at my boy M. Rick. You know what I'm saying? I told him what I was trying to do. He was, let's do it.
It's a good shout out M. Rick.
You got to. You know what I mean?
Who's that?
M. Rick. Because what I do is I give it to him exclusively first. So he puts it on his website. Blog site is big. Blog site is like one of the top blog sites out.
This man called, I'm in Atlanta, he calls me, tells me it's a show you need to watch on YouTube called Professional Chiller. I watched the show, immediately like it. Go to the YouTube page, send an email. 5 minutes later, my phone rings, it's M. Rick. He wants to know why I'm coming, so I'm interested in licensing the show. He vets me, you know, sets up the business. I get on a plane, fly to New York, meet Rec at the restaurant that you just took me to. Yeah, meet Rec.
Nice, baby.
Or the one I come from.
The one you can pronounce, yeah.
Madiba, you know what Madiba is, right? Nope. That was Nelson Mandela's name. Yeah, his nickname, Madiba. See, like, this is a perfect example, bro. And we already got my man who's gonna shoot it for us right here.
Now you,
He got the game down to a fucking
We could
science.
do episode 1 with him. Me interviewing him.
I wish it was winter time. I'd have had the fur and everything.
Nah, just go put it on because.
Might as well. Had to check hole in this shit and everything like that.
It's cold out here. Let's put it on. It's cold.